Hey, Ryan Lee here with Planet Cheapskate, popping on to give you your rate update going into the weekend so you know exactly what the rates are going to look like whenever you are out looking at open houses, whenever you're looking at those listings that you see, those hot new houses hitting the market. You don't want to go in blind. You want to know kind of what you're going to expect whenever you're working with a lender. I'm your guy. I'm going to help you out. Every Friday, I make 50 of the most competitively priced banks, lenders compete to show us what their rates look like. And then I give it to you here on Fridays. So, had a great August. Not it's like my second best month I've ever had. So very, very awesome August. Thank you for my referral partners, people who have trusted me out there to take care of your clients. I will continue to do my best to do that. It's kind of low, and just want to make sure you guys are hearing me all right. So that is awesome. I'm looking forward to helping more and more people. It turns out that speed to close and a smooth buyer experience on the lending side resonates with my local market here and with the market in general in Kansas. And hey, I can help anywhere in the United States. So reach out to me. I can get you taken care of. I will fight to get you a low interest rate and the cheapest fees possible. I'm the cheapskate. So I'm going to be out this weekend a little bit, going to some open houses and delivering some realtor care packages. So let me know if you want me to stop by yours, and I will be happy to do that. Also, been helping a lot of my realtor partners market themselves and their properties more and more. I did a class just yesterday on how to effectively run Facebook ads associated with your listings or listings for your brokerage. Let me know if you want me to come to your brokerage. I can present that, or just other knowledge, other marketing stuff that I know, or questions about financing or different loans. I'm happy to do that. I will make a trip if you are in Kansas City. I can make a trip up there. If you're in, Manhattan, anywhere like that, I can make a trip. And of course, if you're in Wichita, very easy to do. So, I had a question that popped up though at one of my workshops that I was doing, and it says, and it was a realtor partner. Well, not a realtor partner, but it was a realtor who was just asking a question at one of the classes, and she said, "Hey, why is it when I work with a bank or credit union loan officer?" Why is it like we're waiting forever and ever to get the pre-approval, and they're telling me that they have to go and get everything signed off by an underwriter before we can get a pre-approval? And then they're dealing with the bank hours, which, if you don't get that pre-approval from, 9 a.m. to about 5 p.m., you're SOL. And so it was just a frustrating thing that she was having to deal with. And I said, look, broker, we don't have 9 to 5 hours. We're going to work when you're working. We we provide our dinner plate to our family the same way you do. We're commission. We're straight commission. So we are dedicated to give your buyers the best experience and to be there when others are, you know, they've clocked out, they've turned out the lights for the night, they're ready to go home. I'm gonna answer my phone. I'm gonna be there. And so, this was her question, like why does it take so long? Why do they have to go to the underwriter? And the reason is there's different types of licenses that we get as loan officers. And so if you are working with a loan officer who has to go to an underwriter to issue a pre-approval, they may be licensed. Sometimes they're blanketed licensed from the institution that they work for. So they're not independently licensed. Because an independently licensed and regulated loan officer has the complete discretion and authority to review what they need to review on the application, review the income documentation for the borrower, review their identifying documents, everything needed to issue that pre-approval. Now, if it's taking multiple days, maybe they're just backlogged. They just, you're not a priority for them. Maybe they're not licensed individually to where they can make that, uh, they can make that pre-approval. So just, we don't walk around with, letters, saying, oh, independently licensed or branch licensed or anything like that. You just got to figure it out through trial and error. But if you're working with an independently licensed mortgage broker, they should be able to issue that pre-approval as soon as they get those documents needed and as soon as they get that application. Nothing to prevent that. So just clearing that up because there's a lot of misconception going around. And then there's also people that will say, oh, well, a loan officer's pre-approval is not going to be as strong as my pre-approval from the underwriter. And that's just them not being able to issue a pre-approval and trying to justify it by saying, oh, it's stronger coming from the underwriter. Let me tell you this. A bank and lender underwriter has less regulation and less licensing, education, and discrepancy, like observance. They have less of that. Less people are observing them and making sure that they're doing the right job than an independently licensed loan officer. And so I have more oversight over what I'm doing and over the pre-approvals that I'm issuing than they do, the underwriters. The only person overlooking the underwriters is their employer, the lender. People that are looking over what I'm doing are state regulators, federal regulators, my employer, my sponsoring broker. And so I have more oversight. I have more things to lose than going to an underwriter, getting that approval. It doesn't make your approval any better or worse doing that. It's just they're doing that because they're not independently licensed and they don't have the authority to issue you that pre-approval. So just wanted to clear that up for you. There's a lot of misconception, a lot of things going around out there, and a lot of like, oh, I can't do this, so I have to explain it away. Trust me, an independently licensed mortgage broker for years and years and decades has been able to issue you a pre-approval. So let's get right to these rates, right? Ladies and gentlemen, in my right hand, I have this week's rate update. These are the September rates. Are we going to get a little rate relief? Rate relief? Rate relief? Like Heathcliff. Are we going to get some rate relief or are they going to continue to rise? We shall see. Now, before I get into these rates, I want to explain to you, these are not rates that you can go to your bank, you can go to your credit union, you can wait a few days to get your pre-approval. No. These are not the rates you can go and get from them. When you walk into their institution, when you call them up, they are going to give you whatever they can get away with. These are rates that I get by making those same banks, those same lenders compete on your behalf to give us their most aggressively priced rates for the cheapest costs. What I do is every week I present these to you on Friday. Now, understand, these rates are beatable. These are not unbeatable rates. These are not anything, I'm not doing anything that anyone else can't do, okay? The question you need to ask is, someone's beating these rates, at what cost? Because these rates, I never charge any points. I take an average borrower, someone with a 700 credit score looking to borrow $250,000. This is for a 30-year fixed on these with a minimum down payment and 30-day lock, which is pretty standard in our industry, okay? So just wanted to get all that out of the way. With that said, we're getting a little bit of rate relief. I'm a little bit happy with them, so let me get right to them. Conventional, 7.375 with an APR of 7.673. FHA is at 6.75 with an APR of 7.472. VA is at 6.75 with an APR of 6.962. USDA is at 6.75 with an APR of 7.204. So that is the rates. It looks like conventional is down about an eighth. I think we're about. Okay. Conventional is down about an eighth. FHA, VA, USDA are down huge. It's at least what? A little over 1/4% down from last week, which is awesome. We got some good rate relief on the Govy loans. Govy loans is just a industry jargon insider term for FHA, VA, USDA. That's because each one of those loans have some portion of government insurance to guarantee that you will pay that back. Okay, so that's why usually also, interesting fact, we always notice FHA, VA, and USDA are going to be slightly lower than conventional. The reason that is because you have mortgage insurance paid by government entities on these, whereas on conventional, you're on the hook for it. Okay, you're paying a little bit of mortgage insurance, but that's all they got. They got that mortgage insurance guaranteeing you're going to make it, but there's no government guarantee or government help if it comes to you, not making your payment. So, little interesting fact there. Boom. My post-it did split, so I'm just using one half, and then I'll use the other half. So, hey, hope everybody has a happy and safe Labor Day weekend, that you enjoy this long weekend and you use it to spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Cherish the true things that matter in this life. Okay. I know you're out there looking for a house. I know you're out there looking for possible clients if you're a real estate agent. And I want you to take the time to spend that with those who matter most in your life, your friends, your family, your loved ones. And I will see you on the other side.